Hello everyone, welcome to Fullmoon Movies. Unlike Kill Bill Volume 1, which was fast-paced, action-heavy revenge spectacle, Volume 2 slows things down a bit and shifts its focus towards character development, dialogue, and emotional weight. The first film was filled with high-energy fight sequences, exaggerated action, and vibrant colors, and taking inspirations from classic samurai and kung fu films. In contrast, Volume 2 is more contemplative, which influences from spaghetti westerns, old school martial arts films, and classic noir storytelling. The second movie picks up directly where the first left off, followed by The Brides by Uma Thurman, ongoing quest for revenge. However, while Volume 1 was about raw vengeance and survival, Volume 2 peels back the layers of its characters, particularly the bride and Bill, showing their past, their motivations, and the personal stakes behind their conflict. Now, what makes this film unique is about its characters' evolvement into archetypes by the end of the movie. For example, The Bride by Uma Thurman transforms from a relentless warrior into a mother seeking redemption, balancing her violent past and her rediscovered maternal instincts. Bill, played by David Carradine, who was mostly a shadowy figure in the first movie, emerges as a Shakespearean villain, both ruthless and strangely affectionate, making the final confrontation one of the most emotionally complex duels in cinema. Bud by Michael Madsen becomes the fallen warrior, a washed up assassin living a lowly life who ultimately underestimates his enemy. And finally, Ellie Driver by Daryl Hannah represents the opposite of the bride. She is ruthless, power hungry, and completely without honor, making their final fight all the more satisfying. Now, this film is not just about revenge anymore, it's about closure, philosophy, and destiny. Tarantino shifts the perspective from spectacle to introspection in this film, making the 4K release an even better way to appreciate the depth of the cinematography and storytelling. Now, one of the biggest trends of the Volume 2 is its visual storytelling, and the 4K Ultra HD release by Lionsgate does justice to this cinematography. The first film had bright colors, fast cast, and heavy stylization, but this film has a more muted, earthy palette, which looks incredible in 4K and HDR. The desert scenes where the bride faces Bud now feels richer and more immersive, with deep oranges and browns making the setting more atmospheric. The Pai Mai training sequences, shot with the classic kung fu film aesthetic, look sharper and more defined, with better contrast between light and shadow. The Whites of Pai Mai by Gordon Liu Beard stands out in crisp detail, making him an even more striking character. The black and white sequences, especially the flashbacks of the bride and Bill, look much cleaner, removing the compression artifacts from earlier Blu-ray release. The audio mix is another highlight. While Volume 2 is less action-heavy, the DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 mix ensures that every line of dialogue, musical cue, and environmental sound is perfectly balanced. The slow tension-filled conversations between the bride and Bill now sounds crispier, allowing to hear even the subtle emotions in their voices. The sound of the wind, the rustling of the trees, and the creaking of the old wooden floors of Bud's trailer feels more immersive, making it a much richer experience than on a standard Blu-ray. The iconic score featuring Ennio Morricone's Western-inspired compositions benefit greatly from the enhanced sound mix, making every scene feel even more cinematic. Now, when it comes to the packaging, the Alliance 4K release comes with a glossy slipcase again with great finish. The glossy material looks premium, but as I said again, you need careful handling. Now, if you want to keep it in pristine condition, try placing it in a plastic protector sleeve or just handle it carefully. Inside the case, you get both the 4K and 1080p Blu-ray discs as the Volume 1 before, which is great because it gives you flexibility depending on your home setup, and you also get a digital copy allowing you to watch the movie on various devices. The special feature of the Kill Bill Volume 2 on the 4K Blu-ray of Lionsgate includes the making of the Kill Bill Volume 2, basically a documentary providing insights of the production process, Damo, the deleted scene, a scene that didn't really make the final cut, giving fans an extra piece of the story, and Chingon musical performance, a live performance by Robert Rodriguez band, which contributed to the film's soundtrack. It's all worth noting that these special features are carried over from previous releases, meaning there's nothing newly added exclusively for the 4K version. If you already own a Kill Bill Volume 2 on Blu-ray, the upgrade to the 4K is worth it for the enhanced picture and sound quality. However, if you're looking for new special features, the release doesn't really offer much beyond that was already available on previous editions. Now, if you have never owned Kill Bill Volume 2 before, then this 4K release is the best version to get, offering you the most immersive experience in terms of visual, sound, and presentation. The improved HDR and better contrast and enhanced audio clarity make a noticeable differences, especially for a film that relies so much on atmosphere, dialogue, and tension. So while owning a 4K version isn't absolutely necessary, if you find it at a good price, it's definitely worth considering. Now this movie is a must watch.